everyone, T-Man978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at Fortnite Victory Royale series, The Foundation, part of the 7 collection. And Fortnite finally released every single The 7 character on their game. So I think they probably fast-tracked that for Hasbro's sake since they're doing this collection. Or maybe Hasbro knew they were going to do that, so they might as well capitalize. But anyway, I've been waiting for this for freaking forever, it feels like. It was supposed to come out a while ago, but they delayed it for some reason, just like they delayed Snake Eyes. But I think Snake Eyes is getting closer and this guy's here. Here's one thing I don't like about these packaging. So far I had the scientists first. I mean, they do this so you can see this detail right here. You can kind of see the guy in there, and it seems like a whole experience. But yeah, I wish it would have been Velcro or whatever. For the money they cost, this thing costs, yeah, they should have put Velcro on there. Maybe they were thinking about it being recyclable, but yeah. If you're new to my channel, I only do this for the experience type figures. And this is supposed to be like a whole event. You get this at the bottom, whatever that is. And let's let you see how it actually came packaged. So we actually have the Foundation in here, and I hope he's good because I was not super happy with the scientist. We get whatever that is. We get whatever this is. You get the stand. I see this is the Foundation umbrella. But we get the base of the stand, which is basically like your usual Hasbro stand. No, this is actually shaped differently, so that's cool. This umbrella is actually huge. Sheesh. They try to make sure that you can throw this whole packaging away, which I don't know if I'm gonna do. I can't remember if I throw away the scientist, but yeah. There we go. And now the only 2 plastic ties are the ones around his body. All right, I didn't play with it yet, but so far it's better than the scientist. Already better than the daggone scientist, because it has a piece of articulation that worried me once I played with the scientist. But let's see the accessories. They come in these tissue bags that you can throw away easily. He has 2 fists, which I think every single Marvel character should come with. What's in here? He has a stand clamp, and this that actually holds him on. Not sure. I think this is optional armor, which I didn't know he was going to come with, just in case you don't want his back bling on. I'm thinking that's what that's for. Let's see. Yeah, this is his like cape black back bling, and I guess this is the stem for the umbrella. Now I kind of wish, I'm looking at this, I kind of wish that they held back on this guy, because the one thing I was hoping, and this is why I opened this live, I was hoping that they'd sneak a face for Dwayne Johnson in there. So now I'm gonna have to, depending on how tall this guy is, and let's see, let's compare him already off top with a tall Marvel Legends. So he's even taller than this tall Marvel Legends. Oh, maybe a WWE head could work, but I don't know. Here's me goofing around just to see what it would look like to have a human head on there. This is that Luke Cage head. The ball comes out and stays in the bottom of the head when you pull it out, because it's on like a tiny dumbbell system like this, sort of like if you have the Sentinel Miles Morales. I think that's how that works. Or yeah, I think that's how that works. But you can fake it, or maybe you can put your own ball joint in there. But yes, it's nowhere near attached. But if you have this character and a WWE The Rock figure, maybe you can see if the heads are the same size. Please pardon any noise in the background. Well, I messed around with him and he is mostly good. He's way better than the Scientist. And yeah, to me anyway. But I was hoping there would be more surprises in here. But like I said, I wish they would have held this character back and released one of the other members of the 7 that have already been announced, have been in the game for a while. Because now that he's actually a playable character, and is it this season or was the previous season of Fortnite? In the previous season, yeah, it was a previous season. Like Chapter 3, Season 1, I believe. Where he actually has an unmasked head, and you get to see that he's played by Dwayne Johnson, or that's his image or likeness. He has like laser swords that come out of his arm. He has a specific gun wrap, or yeah, I believe he actually had a gun that's made specifically for him. And yeah, those two things. That would have been nice. He doesn't have any weapons, so you're gonna have to use this umbrella as a weapon, or use one of the arcade units that they sell the guns separately, or give him somebody else's guns, since they all use the same weapons. Nitpicks out of the way, though. Let's get into the good stuff. I mean, the good thing is they didn't spare any expense as far as paintwork goes. He has like a rusty wash all over this silver, just like the Scientist. They painted like pretty much every freaking detail that need to be painted. Like I complain with a lot of figures that have pinless joints or pinless knees. They don't paint the kneecap separately, but look at that. They painted that detail all the way down. The kneecaps are actually silver. They actually painted the back. So all of this detail in this like nicely textured, let me put the autofocus back on. Nicely textured. And the paint has multiple shades right here on the butt. Look at all this detail. So that's what you're paying for as far as the premium price. Because this thing is about, I'm going to say $10 more than it should be. You're paying an extra $10 for the paint. And like I put his cape on. You have that. This is the one surprise accessory. I didn't know they were going to have a back filler, so you don't have a hole the whole time. I was like, ugh, when I first opened it, but I was thinking, well, at least I got the cape. I had no idea they're going to have that filler. And look at this. This right here is shaped exactly like that. But yeah, and here is the helmet or whatever. So he can turn mostly normal, even though it's just on a dumbbell, and he can actually look up. Let's get into the articulation. The head can look up a decent amount, better than the typical dumbbell that they've been using. But you can look down, side, tilt, and all that. Now, I do wish that it had the ball in the neck. Most of those cheaper figures, or the basic figures, have a ball at the base of the neck. The arm goes up, and this is actually attached to the joint, so it rotates with that. So you don't have to worry. You get the bicep swivel, pinless double elbows that bend up. This particular hand goes up and down like that and rotates, while this one goes in and out. Now here, you have more articulation here than I thought it would be, especially after messing with the Scientist. You get some tilt right there, and you get back. And this texture just looks really like a leather. You do have a ball in the waist, and this is a pliable piece right there, but you don't get any, or you don't get a lot of crunch forward. You get some crunch back, but coming forward, it definitely fights you, and you have to make sure that you put that behind there. But I like that. As you can see, this belt strap or ammo utility strap is a separate piece. The legs, like they even paint it all the way up in there. But you get the thigh rotation. You can kick up, and because of that pliable piece, he can mostly get his legs straight, so that's good. You get the pinless double knees that look like this when you bend it. Now, if there are anything being greedy, I wish that this was on, and let me make sure it's not. It's not. I wish the ankle could rotate, but it can't. But you do get a pivot, and because this is made out of a pliable material, that gets out the way. It can go all the way back and only come forward a little bit. There's no like toe bend. Now, one thing as far as QC I'll have to complain about is this back filler does not, well, now that I'm complaining about it, it's good. But, wow, I must not have pushed it all the way in or something. But it was falling out very easy, and even this one wasn't staying all that great. But I was like, it probably won't matter because you have this covering that. But now they seem to be working. I don't know how that fixed itself, but I'm happy it fixed itself. This right here, substantial. It's very heavy, made out of thick plastic. It's not thin. It looks like this. Looks like that. Painted. I got this in the game like maybe 2 or 3 seasons before he was actually available as a character. This looks like this. The handle is painted. It doesn't go all the way up on there. There's always like a little tiny bit of a gap. And he does have the 2 fists. Of course, you just pull the hands off and put them in. Oh, when I was talking about the QC, I don't think I mentioned that these ankles are a bit loose. Like both of them. So I had to do something about that. And this thigh was very, very tight. The rotation, so tight that when I like lifted it up and tried to move it, it makes the leg pop off of the hip very easy. But I took the leg off, rotated it several times, and now it seems to be better. It's not just plopping off. No, there we go. But yeah, I don't know if that might be a problem for me. I might have to heat it up, squeeze this, cool it, and then pop it back on. But here's a good look at the extra painted detail. So that's what you're paying for when it comes to this guy. The paint. They went all the way completely out for this. The stand works like the other Hasbro stands. If you have any of their flame effects, like that one that came with the Black Widow from the Black Widow movie, you can put them in there. There are 2 foot ports right here if you don't even want this on here. And of course, this can be placed anywhere on there. This has the arm that goes up and down. This part rotates right here. This rotates, and this has a spring action that grabs the character. And before I forget about it, this hand goes up and down just like the grippy trigger hand. I don't know why they did that. And this one goes in and out. All right, here he is actually using this stand, and you're gonna have to definitely be in a level room because he is a heavy figure, and this thing is wanting to lean definitely. I gotta try to angle it now. And here's a piece of articulation that I didn't show that this arm has. It can do that. I mean, you could try tightening screws if you don't want that to swivel too much, but he is definitely heavy on here. Here he is next to the 7 collection character, the scientist. Here he is next to one of their arcade units. Here's Midas Rex and Shadow Meowscles, who is slightly taller. Tina and Jules. Carbonized Black Series Paz Vizsla right there. The Mandalorian Ahsoka Tano. Mafex Hush Batman, Lightning Collection White Ranger and Finster, 7-inch scale classic Spawn right there. And the last comparison I'm going to show, Kamen Rider 01. Alright, end of the day. I don't know if you guys noticed that I had him holding this tactical shotgun that came with the scientist, but that's what he looks like holding it. This guy is a premium price point. He's like an online exclusive. I don't think he's ever going to be in regular stores. They have him in specialized packaging for the 7 collection, and he does come with one surprise piece, the back filler, the 2 fists, the stand, and the umbrella, and his back bling cape. What I think personally, they could have threw in an extra gun. If they threw in a gun of some type, I would feel like this was a more complete set. But without that, it just feels like it's missing something. It feels like you have this character, but it's a character for a game that's based in gun combat and whatnot. So, yeah, I think every single one of these should come with some type of gun. It can't possibly cost that much more money to throw an extra gun in there, especially when they have this tooling. This gun has been released like with 3 or 4 different characters so far in the first 2 waves. And anywho, outside of that, the paintwork is awesome. The articulation is good. If I have any complaints on the articulation, I wish that it had ankle swivel, and the way the chest is shaped, you can't really put the arms straight forward. You got to work around that. Like there's a little dimple so you can put the arms up higher, but yeah, know that. He doesn't really, this was supporting him, and my rim is kind of crooked, I'm finding out, to be honest. But it does want to fall over. So go in knowing that, because this is made out of heavy plastic, and the umbrella is made out of, it doesn't feel cheap. It's not made out of cheap plastic. They made it as thick as it should be. Overall, it's a good figure. I just wish it had like just a gun, and it would have been nice if it had the rock face. But yeah, I don't think the rock was fully revealed when they started working on this, so I can't blame Hasbro fully for that. I like it overall. I got this from Hasbro Pulse. I think it's available on other stores that aren't supporting me, so I'm not going to mention them. You got to look that up for yourself. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Click the videos, click the videos, baby, click the videos. You should really click these videos, click the videos, click those videos, baby, click the videos. You really should click those videos, click that shit.